fears. Blinded by denial, but the evidence is clear. Ships sink hold fast, ain't no magic trick. Horizon pull them down, yo, science hit quick. Round we spin, yeah, facts go relentless, empiricalist. Curious UK globe with rhymes resounding. Fluffs can't dodge these facts I'm pounding. Gravity's the force pulling truth to the ground. Apples don't fall sideways, we orbit profound. Lunar eclipses drop shadows in curves embrace. Trying to run from the math, but it smacks the face. YouTube vids claim conspiracies thrive, but the stars don't lie, they dance and jive. Experiment repeatable, tested done. Flat claims, flat line under the scientific sun. Round we spin, yeah, facts go relentless. Empirical proof, got 'em feeling defenseless. Curious UK globe with rhymes resounding. Fluffs can't dodge these facts I'm pounding. Flight paths don't loop for a pancake map. Pilots laugh at the claims, leave them in the gap. Gyroscopes hum truths, keep the planes aligned. While fluffs play jigsaw with a missing mind. Round we spin, yeah, facts go relentless. Empirical proof, got 'em feeling defenseless. Curious UK globe with rhymes resounding. Fluffs can't dodge these facts I'm pounding. Round we spin, yeah, facts go relentless. Empirical proof, got 'em feeling defenseless. Curious UK globe with rhymes resounding. Fluffs can't dodge these facts I'm pounding. We spin, yeah, facts go relentless. Empirical proof, got 'em feeling defenseless. Curious UK globe with rhymes resounding. Fluffs can't dodge these facts I'm pounding. Flight paths don't loop for a pancake map. Pilots laugh at the claims, leave them in the gap. Gyroscopes hum truths, keep the planes aligned. While fluffs play jigsaw with a missing mind. Flight paths don't loop for a pancake map. Pilots laugh at the claims, leave them in the gap. Gyroscopes hum truths, keep the planes aligned. While fluffs play jigsaw with a missing mind. Flat earth theories getting pounded in the spheres. Blinded by denial, but the evidence is clear. Ships sink hold fast, ain't no magic trick. Horizon pull them down, yo, science hit quick. Round we spin, yeah, facts go relentless. Empirical proof, got 'em feeling defenseless. Curious UK globe with rhymes resounding. Fluffs can't dodge these facts I'm pounding. Gravity's the force pulling truth to the ground. Apples don't fall sideways.
Spinning truth round the axis, that's a factual ride. Flirts fumbling hard, trying to run and hide. We got that gravity pulling, you just drifting through. Science slaps empirical, stick to the glue. Round pound, sharper minds, we probe for the real. History stacked tall, experiments that seal. Curious minds, globe trot evidence rolls deep. While flirts count shadows, we night sky sweep. Eratosthenes flex with them shadow lines. Measured Earth's curve, no conspiracy signs. Dropping mics like Newton when his apple fell. Maths to beat, y'all theory stale like a cell. Foucault's pendulum swinging to expose. Rotation so true, no flirt can oppose. Telescopes beaming, Copernican frames. Centuries stacking, flirts out of their games. Round pound, sharper minds, we probe for the real. History stacked tall, experiments that seal. Curious minds, globe trot evidence rolls deep. While flirts count shadows, we night sky sweep. Launching satellites, proof in the pics. Flirts screaming tricks, we dropping data bricks. Physics and logic on a level supreme. It's a curved reality, splitting flirt dreams. Launching satellites, proof in the pics. Flirts screaming tricks, we dropping data bricks. Physics and logic on a level supreme. It's a curved reality, splitting flurf dreams.
Hey people, how's it going? Welcome in, Curious K Debunks. Hey Unauthenticated, how's it going, buddy? Hey Andy, how are you, mate? Yeah, well, in the chat there that I seen DP Debunks talking about this the telescope. I think they said they're going for the next 10 years they're going to be taking pictures of the night sky to the point where we can actually see the stars or anything moves, or if we can actually see if night to night see if there's any asteroids or comets and stuff. So that's pretty freaking cool. Yeah, I definitely I remember seeing him talk about that. I'll have to definitely check that out. That sounds freaking awesome. So yeah, I'll make some definitely have a lot of flat earth tears on that one there. Mikey Smith's gonna lose his shit. Woo, yeah. But 3200 megapixels, 67 times more than yeah, the iPhone 16 Pro. Wow. Crazy. Wow. I hope everybody's doing all right here. Ashton Forbes dropped down. Ashton Forbes on 400K. I don't know. Sounds familiar, but I can't place a face at this moment. There's a girl that does a lot of space stuff. What the hell is her name again? Astro Ashley or something like that. She's on TikTok, but she's also on YouTube as well. And she does a lot of things talking about space and telescopes and NASA. She's pretty good. So, all right. So we're gonna check out tonight here is I'm gonna do a little this. I want to check up a little bit on Mikey here. I know there's I just checked to see he did he's did a couple live streams. Obviously he's came back. He did the goat is back to work. So after I think I kind of aggravated him that much with talking in the chat, talk about me, and then showing his dodgy past there, he went off for a couple days and he's come back. So, and he seems to be on absolutely freaking like top form. You know, Mikey Smith, top form. So we're gonna check out a little bit here. Now I'm a little bit into the stream. This is the one about 12 days ago. It's called Goat is Back. Now the first one he was like driving around, yammering along as he does. And talked to one fella real quick, stood in some parking lot randomly, you know how he does, like 15 minutes, stands there, holds a sign, thinks he's done something great, and fucks off. So we're going to go on to another one. He's pulled up somewhere else outside of a fast food restaurant called A&W. If you're in Canada, you know, if you know, you know. And I think there's like a bit of a strip mall here. And it looks like a construction site across the street. So let's go over. Oh, you know, I haven't done yet. I have not added that. Hold on here. Sorry, I am a little bit disorganized tonight, so which is why I've had the late start. Right. Okay. 2 seconds here, folks. Just gotta see if that's there. Okay. All right. What's going on here? I had a message come in. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. All right. In case the wife needs me or something. Righto. All right. So we are going to go on to this one here. Ashton Forbes, the expert on the MH370 plane crash, that says the U.S. government teleported the plane with orbs in Diego Garcia. Right, I have seen some videos on that where it shows like 3 orbs come and they do this little spinny thing, and then you see the plane goes and the phases out. So they said. As people point out, it's kind of weird how it seems to be that that camera was pointing at that place at that time and seeing that plane. It's all speculation. I don't know much about it now. But I know unfortunately you know quite a bit, probably a bit more about flight than I do. And I know bits and bobs enough to like probably piss off a flat earther, but uh, I know enough. I hung around. I had my best friend when I was a kid. His dad was a commercial pilot that flew for several different big names. He flew celebrities around and stuff like that. So for a while, he flew a company that did different tours, and he flew for a Chinese airline for a number of years before he eventually retired. And he taught me different things. He used to make me mess around with this flight sim that he had in his house and stuff like that. So, right. So we are going to check out this Mikey Smith one, and it's a bit ways into this. It is the stupidity highest level for sure. So we're gonna check out Mikey Smith here. Now this is, let's see, a bit way in. He's standing outside this in this kind of this parking lot. He's parked up in his car, and he's been on top forum. I think, I don't know if he's still on one. Like I said, as Andy pointed out, hopefully the sound's coming through right. As Andy pointed out, after seeing like just after I had kind of been in this chat talking about me and saying that he's talking shit, and then I showed his past with that YouTube channel, Troll versus Troll. He seemed to kind of go off on one a little bit, Mike. He seemed to kind of lost his shit, got really, really antsy, and then he decided to take a few days off. So I know he watches my streams because he made it very clear when he tried to slag me off. So yeah, we're gonna just check this a little bit. Mikey's on one here because of drivers. You know, I love what Mikey goes on with people driving, and then you watch what Mikey is. He like breaks like several different traffic laws. But we'll go on here, Mr. Professional Driver. If you watch one stream, I think it was the one he just latest one. He nearly backed up into a vehicle because he wasn't shoulder checking as he's backing up. So Mr. freaking Professional Driver didn't even freaking shoulder check and nearly hit somebody. Alright, I'm going to back a little bit here, so because this is comedy gold. I think we'll go from here.
See, I don't get it, guys. Like I'm telling you that space is a cartoon. It's a cartoon. It does not exist. Space. Maybe you don't understand English properly. I don't know. Hey, Mark Sargent just posted a video. AI is a myth. I know. AI doesn't even exist.
AI doesn't exist, really. That's a good one. Let me just check that, you know, because I just need to check something here. Hey Gemini, do you exist?
Well, that's a really interesting question. I'm a language model, kind of like a really advanced computer program. So I don't have feelings or consciousness like humans do, but I'm here to help you with whatever you need. What makes you ask?
Somebody claims AI doesn't exist.
Well, that's a pretty common misconception. AI is definitely here. We see it in things like virtual assistants on our phones, recommendation systems that suggest what movies to watch, and even in medical diagnosis tools. It's a rapidly growing field with tons of real-world applications.
Are you AI?
You know, that's a really good question. I am a form of AI, a large language model. I can process information and respond in ways that might seem intelligent, but I don't have personal experiences or feelings like humans do.
Close enough. Oh, well, I just talked to AI, and apparently AI does exist, so. That's wrong, Mark Sargent. You got this debunked. AI said it does exist. And as for space being fake, I wonder what Mikey would say about this new telescope that's in, did you say, I know I've seen, is this South America? Yeah, the Vera Rubin, that's the one you guys are talking about. Sorry. I know I need to look further into it. But I wonder what Mikey would say about that. In Chile, yeah. That was the one. The key is the key word. Of course, it's not reality. So yeah, I like to see what Mike can say about that. That'd be interesting. I might have to see if I can like, do a little short clip and tag him in it, see what he does.
It makes no sense to me. I would never even say that in a description. I'm saying it now because I read the title. It's a program. It's an app on your phone. It's not some mysterious force making up shit for you. What?
Nobody said it's the fucking mysterious force, but it still does exist. It is still a thing that can be used. It's a tool. Yeah, don't tell us Potato Man. Yeah, freaking Derp likes to argue with it way too much, and he thinks it lies to him.
Just because you repeat saying AI and you've heard 50 million other people say it doesn't make it exist. Oh, I live on a planet, planet this, planet that, planet this, planet, planet. Does not make it real.
What makes it real is the fact we can use it, we can touch it, we can utilize it. It is there. AI's been around for a long time. Like, Mikey does think everybody lies, except for him. He even thinks other flat earthers lie. But you know.
These people, they can't even back out of their freaking stalls, man. What do you need, a half an hour to do that? Or? If you can't back out of your stall, back into it. Then when you pull out, you're already in the right direction, you numbskulls.
A lot of people do have a hard time backing up. I worked in the automotive field for 20 years, and part of it is you had to back a vehicle into the spot after working on it. Some like made exception to the rule, like backing into a spot is pretty easier for me because I used to do it like freaking like 20 times a day, 5 or 6 days a week. So, do you not find it really funny and mad that I have to literally put Mikey on 1.5 at least, if not faster, just for his speech to be normal, like just from the talking on normal cadence? I just think that's freaking mad. I can't listen to him at regular speed because it's just slow. Now I know Canadians sometimes speak slow, but not that slow. Like I freaking, like I said, I am Canadian, and that's ridiculous. I just thought to point that out. I think it's insane.
Even if there was a car show, I'm not driving onto school property, folks. Like I said, I'm not stupid. I have broken away from the indoctrination, okay?
Yeah, he's not going to a school because he knows he'll get arrested. He's like, no, I'm not going to a school. Fuck that shit. Last time I was out there, I kissed a 16-year-old. No. I did other things, touch things I shouldn't have touched.
You want to make signs? Do you? I got lots of signs. We need a billboard on Highway 1.
All right, I'm in the way here. Hold on here. I'm just going to do something. Oh, I just want to point something out here. I don't know if you can see it on my stream here, but right here is a fella named Hockey749 that says, "Come outside the HS grounds so we can talk." What the hell's up with that? Is somebody trying to call Mikey Smith out that like lives in the area? I mean, what's going up with that? I'll have to see what's going on with that one there, but I found that's an interesting one there.
In between Regina and Moose Jaw. So let's get her done. Like, I'm serious. I was driving behind a half-ton truck, and then there was another half-ton truck behind me. They were driving in the parking lane. And then when they turned left from that parking lane. They weren't even in the center lane. This is how dense rural area people are. They don't know how to drive.
Now, I might actually really defend Mikey a little bit on this. I grew up in rural Alberta. I obviously was up in the city quite a bit because it was only about 20-minute drive for me. Um, and I've lived in the UK for over a decade. And you know what? I've gone back to Canada a couple of times, and you do find and realize, I think because the roads are so big and there actually is not a lot of traffic, I did find, wow, people really are not the best drivers. I think I think Calgary or Saskatchewan had they had the competition for the like Canada's worst driver, and I'm pretty sure both those provinces have had several people end up being top spot for that. But yeah, I just found it kind of really mad the fact coming here. It was a bit of a learning curve because the road's a lot tighter, a lot more people like packed into a small area. Obviously, they're really twisty and bendy, and and everything's a lot closer together. So I had to learn real quick because and people go quick around here. People don't slow down. Everybody's in a hurry where I am. So yeah, I've definitely become a much better driver, a lot more aware because I've had to be. So. But yeah, in rural Saskatchewan, there's just not much room. People just don't think. So he's kind of onto it a little bit there.
This guy,
But then Mikey can't really talk because he's a shitty driver as well. So
his Cadillac just about backed into the half ton that just crossed. Like, I can't handle this place. It's just mental.
and then the next day, Mikey nearly backed in the Cadillac himself. So. What do they say? He who lives in glass houses should not throw stones.
It's just gonna get worse, guys. I'm gonna be everywhere. The government, you better go running because I'm coming for you. I'm gonna be in the news corporations, the broadcasting, TV corporations. I'm going everywhere in this country, spreading the truth. That you guys are lying sacks of shits. Yes, you, the Canadian government, and every government on this earth, you brainless pricks. I'm coming for you, and I'm letting all the public know that you're lying and you're conspiring falsified stories everywhere you go. Conspiring stories is illegal. You're going to jail.
Are you gonna send the government to jail? The government's the one that makes the fucking laws, you freaking dickhead. Like, holy shit. Like, oh man. He is so confident, That's it. That's it, people. Next year, 2026, Mikey Smith for top left. That's my vote. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna have it all ready. I'm gonna go over it. I'm starting now. Mikey Smith is my vote for freaking top left for MC Tune. Yeah. For the competition. 2026, Mikey Smith's gonna win, especially after this court case. Fucking hell. He's gonna be a shoo-in. Hey, Mikey's coming for everyone. Every government on the country and the world. That's it. Mikey's gonna go around every single country. You're getting it. India's getting it. Japan's getting it. Russia's getting it. That'd be funny as fuck. Canada's getting fucking, you name it, they're getting it. Europe's getting it. He's gonna sue all of Europe. Yep. European Space Agency is coming for you.
Farmers are dumb. Farmers don't know how to drive. Sorry.
Farmers,
Go right
they're
to a
dumb.
fucking stop sign. Unbelievable. Of course, he was only going 6 miles an hour. Maybe he was going too fast.
Oh, well, we'll see on the fork. Oh, yeah, Ironwork. I need to look at him, actually. I've covered some of his stuff, but I was going to do Sam, but Sam's just so much into religious shit, and he doesn't talk about flat earth enough. It's just fucking stupid. Yeah, I know, yeah. I'll check out Ironwork, but he's definitely on the list. I'm going to see if I can check out Dell a little bit, too, because Dell might be, he might be up there with his all, like, accelerating upwards earth thing. That's quite funny. But I don't know. I mean, unfornicated. I know you say Ironwork's bad, but is he suing the Canadian Space Agency and NASA? Come on, man. The epic fail he's heading towards. It's gonna be a shoo-in.
You couldn't handle the threshold, the speed of 6 miles an hour.
Hey, Monkey Cat Pat, what's going on? Nice to see you.
And if you don't like the facts, then stop watching. If truth hurts, we'll put a Band-Aid on.
Your stupidity hurts, Mikey. Hey, monkey monkey cat pat pat. Because your name, well, I always called my cat monkey anyways because he runs like it looks like a freaking capucha monkey. Yeah, that's it. I just every time I see my cat, I call him monkey cat. I always call monkey cat pat pat. Sorry, I've stole your name. Like it's my cat's nickname. You ever notice Mikey? He tends to get arguments with people that don't know anything about
When
fire.
we grew up as kids, we were punished for lying. We were grounded. So why is it that all the adults get to lie to us as children and they're not punished? Tell me why your parents aren't punished. Because they're lying to you. And the government is conspiring falsified stories, stealing your tax money, but yet you're okay with it for some reason. Why? You don't care. You're not doing enough for your rights. You're sitting there on your bruised rear ends. I don't like paying taxes. I don't like our roads. Well, do something about it.
Doesn't Mikey not pay taxes? I'm pretty sure Mikey's like fully on set. He doesn't pay any taxes, so fucking hell. He's one to talk. Shit. And this quick question. What the fuck are they doing back here if they're not working on the roads? Because what's all this? Because that certainly looks like a lot of fucking construction, you absolute fucking bald-headed prick. Sorry, it's right in front of his face. He's not even fucking looking at it. Fuck.
Hello? Oh yeah, you're good.
Like,
Let's just be the average citizen and keep complaining about the lives we live and do nothing about it, okay? And you better. Yeah, you like our roads? Interesting. It only took them 40 years to fix this one. Yeah, that's good use of our money. Seeing that 98% of the frickin' town has horrible roads, potholes that destroy our suspension. Wonderful. Keep paying your taxes, guys.
well, Mikey would love the UK where they literally put freaking speed bumps in the middle of freaking the residential roads to slow you down, and it fucks your suspension. How many times I've seen people go across those and freaking the bottom of the car actually skids off, hits the skid plate. Yeah, coil springs and this, yeah, constantly, especially the left side coil spring because the roads are so tight here. The people you're not supposed to, like, it's kind of against the law to park up on the curb one side, but because the roads are so narrow, if you want to get a police ambulance or want to get a fire truck down on some of these, especially the older roads with all the terraced houses, if you don't park up on the sidewalk, like one side up, then you're not getting anything down that road. Like the road would just be enough for you to walk down the middle and no car would ever move off the road. So because of that, most people's the front left coil springs tend to snap and they have to get replaced. So yeah, Mikey, you think it's that bad? Look, dude, come on over here where the roads aren't fixed. They got potholes everywhere. We got freaking like speed bumps down the middle of the road to slow people down, and then to park up, you gotta put your left side or wherever. You gotta park up halfway up on the sidewalk, even though it's illegal. Nobody actually tickets you for it because if you didn't do it, then nobody'd be able to drive down the road.
Paying taxes is not a law.
Yeah, it is. By law, you have to pay taxes. If you make over so much, you have to pay taxes. Now, the income tax was initially brought in to fund the war effort of the Second World War, and they said it's supposed to be temporary. But guess what? the government changed their mind because they're not gonna let go of all that income. Same thing with Canada, the GST, the goods and service tax, was supposed to be temporary to pay down the national debt. But guess what? National debt hasn't gone anywhere. And even if they did, they're still not going to let go of that money. Because it's the government. Let's just admit it, right? It's just not going to freaking go. I live in one of the most heavily taxed countries in the world. So fucking taxes are just like whatever. But then we got a lot of freaking public services here as well. And so does Canada. Canada's got public health care and stuff, I guess. He was.
I don't feel
What
sorry
the
for
hell,
you.
Leotis?
I don't. I'm sorry. All the disgusting comments. I can see right through your sarcasm. You know that.
I think he's talking about Jolly Man, because Jolly Man is like saying shit, so he's kind of winding people up a little bit.
Tarek, you can get rid of CSA. Just totally block them.
All right, Andy, really? That's I didn't know that Scotland had free prescriptions up there, even if you're employed. Fucking hell! I just like here it's like, what is it, £8 or £9 now for a prescription, unless you're on some sort of benefits or something. But all right, yeah, enjoy your pizza then, fornicated. All right, mate.
And probably Mike David, you can put him on a timeout. Because he obviously likes paying taxes for some reason.
Then Mikey's like, purify the echo chamber, purify the echo chamber. Who the hell's Mike David? I didn't see Mike David in here. They must have deleted his comments. I'm looking at his chat, live chat here, but it's not on there. I'm pretty sure this is a live stream that he gets when kids throw Slurpee on him. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just got to back up, guys, a little bit here. I'll put my car in there.
That's mad, Andy. Shit. Well, it is Scotland.
Too far out in traffic here.
They do like to. They got some nice single malt scotch up there. So. And Mikey's told to move his car because he's blocking shit.
I ain't going nowhere. They just wanted me to move. Oh, they think the police talked to me. Oh, now he has to run away. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, you are on a private parking lot, so they can kind of tell you. Hey, it's going Conspiracy Music Studios. Nice to see you in there. I'm not gonna lie to you, Andy. If I had the means, or if there was a way I could somehow do it, I live in Scotland. I've been up there a couple of times. Gorgeous country. I got some heritage from there. I'd go up there. I would. I live in the city right now, but I'd be more than happy to go live out in the country. I'm not really a city person. And for the most, I think the only reason I'm really here is because for the kids, because they got all the schools and everything here. So. Where you at, Andy? Oh, cool. I've been up to Highlands a few years ago. I need to go back again. Yeah, yeah, it's a bit cringe. Yeah, it's a goat, but I don't think I could probably make him a goat in a different way.
Hello from India. Good to see you there from India. We are.
And the fact is, he actually keeps that sign on his roof. Like, I drives even on the motorway on that. I mean, the freaking gas mileage is freaking got to be terrible in this car. He could probably double his gas mileage if you just took that damn thing off, especially on the highway. Shit. But he's too stubborn to do that.
Are at the main intersection here, I guess, and we've got the.
Like, look at that.
Only...
That look how tall. I even a roof box. Like I put a roof box in my vehicle, and I'm going on holiday sometimes, and my vehicle's probably about the same size as this. And just a roof box design that's aerodynamic. I can tell. I can feel it. You know, like it's the little bit of dragging kills the fuel mileage. This is just gonna destroy the fuel mileage. Because it's built like it's like a wedge, but it's still gonna, all that flat surface there. That's gonna cause so much drag. And then if you get a side wind, whoo, fuck it all. I don't even want to think about that. Freaking Saskatchewan side wind. Oh shit.
Only flat Earth car in the world. Yeah, that would be me. In Canada.
The sky stuff's nice, Andy. I go there. I have one of my wife's friend's husband, his family lives down there. They go down there on a holiday quite a bit.
Every right to protest. Not really protesting, I'm educating.
What did Mikey do?
Oh, where did my screen go now? Oh, there. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, conspiracy music studios. I think Mikey the Goat sounds like a beginning of a song here. Let me know when it's ready. That'd be funny. I'd love to hear it.
My nose. Oh, the car, yeah.
Did Mikey turn off his freaking screen? Oh, there it is.
What's going on here now?
Come on, Mikey. He's been doing this like
okay,
YouTube
now my front
for like 10
camera
years.
doesn't work. That is weird.
That looks of a house brick without the boat sail on it. I know it'd be funny, but I'm pretty sure Mikey's car probably gets worse fuel mileage than my my little project vehicle. Did I get that? Where is it? I've said like I got a vehicle and do welding on and stuff like that. Well, this is not the one, well, not exact one, but this is what I have, right? Big four-wheel drive, 4x5 van. Now, it's not the most aerodynamic thing, but I guarantee you this thing still gets better fuel economy than Mikey's car. Conspiracy music studios, I fully understand. Like if it's just something like you just, I thought that too, but then I've watched a bit of Mikey and I've realized I just don't know if it's maybe that good soul was in there at one time, but I'm kind of thinking it's been consumed by demons. So, but I respect it, but so. But like I said, this thing here, they're not the ones the best fuel economy, but I'm guaranteed he'll probably still get better MPG than he gets on his freaking flat Earth machine with the flat freaking roof signs. New song. You did a new song about some. Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'll check that out. I'm gonna check that out later on. Yeah, the only thing I try not to attack Mikey too much, like really straight. I do obviously debunk his stupidity, and I do think that he needs to talk to his doctor and get his diabetes under control, and that seems to kind of piss him off. But I think that pisses him off because he knows I'm right, and he just doesn't want to do anything about it. So, but yeah, I understand. I understand. Oh, Mikey's broke his camera.
Highlight save your channel, be unlisted view.
For the goat, can't seem to freaking start this tech out, eh?
Ah, there we go.
What happened there?
So yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, he's a fucking retard, eh? He knows the facts. You don't even want to talk about it, do you? I'm suing today, Space Agency. Good luck.
When did Mikey get freaking clocked, though? I mean, the way he talks to people.
The sheep are out. The sheep are out in public.
Oh, nice truck.
They eat cow shit.
There. Oh.
The sheep are out.
Oh, you missed it. Little square body back there. Oh yeah, my first vehicle. Right there. Where is it? Come on.
They eat cow.
Oh, come on, Mickey.
Shit.
Get out of the way. I had one of these. I had a white one. It was my first vehicle I ever bought. Freaking lovely little truck. Oh, so nice. Got to that to get rid of it. Just it started having too many issues, and I was only a kid, and I needed a bit more life. It was a gas guzzler, anyways. But still.
The sheep are out. The sheep are eating cow shit.
Like somebody's going one day, someone's just gonna walk up to Mikey and absolutely just freaking like just knock him out. He's gonna lip off the wrong person. I'm not not condoning it, but I mean, you just keep shouting shit at people like that, and the way he's goating them, like I know he says he's the goat, but you're gonna keep goating people that much. You can tick off the wrong person who's on the wrong day, and it's not gonna end well, Mikey. Because I've seen Mikey, he talks a game, but I don't think he's got, I think his mouth rates checks, his body won't cash.
Just, you gotta take it, but you gotta give it right back to him. Have fun spinning. You piece of rat shit. They got nothing. They won't even come talk to me. They cry and walk away. They don't even know how construction works.
Oh yeah, for sure, Andy. Yeah, I mean that truck would have had like at least the 305 or 350 cubic inch V8, so it'd be a 5300 cc's, 5.3 liter or a 5.6 liter V8 in it. Maybe the 6 liter, the 454. Maybe if the guy went really big, but yeah, carbureted. Mine had a 4-barrel carb on it. Oh yeah. Even the one I showed you, that van there, that's got a diesel engine. I think I get maybe 20. If I'm nice to it, I might get 20 some miles per gallon. But then it is a 3-ton truck, four-wheel drive that's built like a shed. So
let me get my spirit level again.
What was the miles per gallon on that old pickup truck I had? I couldn't even tell you, but I mean, I had it when I was in the 90s, right? We're talking like that was well over, that was 30 years ago, if not longer, that I had that. So I couldn't tell you. It wasn't a lot. If you're nice to it, I had a 4-barrel that you run on 2 barrels, and then if you open up all 4 barrels, and then you could literally watch on the fuel tank, the gauge would move. If you kept on it and just put your foot straight to the floor, you'd actually watch the fuel gauge start to move. You let off, it'd come back up again, but you never go all the way back. You could literally watch that fuel gauge move. So it wasn't a lot, and it had 2 big tanks on it.
Show the spirit level. We use it in construction. Woo! It's nice and flat, boys. It's a spirit level. It's flat. Wakey, wakey.
See, and this is why Mikey runs away from people that like do the debunking, because instantly you ask him, well, how much curvature should you see with a certain spirit level, and that would probably just be his head going.
Wow, they're revving me up today. Woo! It's the spirit level, folks. Make sure the road's nice and level.
Definitely on one.
Get your plane surveyor to make sure it's level.
For long distance, you used it'd be I can't think of it. It wouldn't be plane surveying. If usually you're talking roads like long distances, like Saskatchewan, where you're not doing like a site, then you'd be doing I cannot think of the other word. This is what happens when I do live streams at night. So I want to say geometric surveying, but
Make sure you add in the curvature for the road. Oh yeah, fuck, if we forgot to do that. It's a spirit level, folks. You guys should know what it is, and you guys should know what it is. Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they're mentally retarded. I don't know. I love how they just laugh. It's just pathetic. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. Spirit levels provide proof of flat Earth.
spirit levels.
Compasses
Geodetic
don't work on the ball.
Thank you, Michigan Woodsman. Geodetic. I knew something like that. Thank you. That's okay. It was just geodesic. Geodesic surveying. Yeah, there's plane surveying and geodesic. Geodesic is long distance. So like for roads, like which you do actually count for the curvature of the Earth, you do geodesic surveying or geodetic surveying. Plane surveying would be for like a site where you have a lot of different things around, like buildings and stuff. You only do you only do very, very short distances. You don't need to have that. So but Mikey probably doesn't know this stuff.
Like they don't. Oh, I'm stupid. I went to school. Hello. Do people know I can't hear them when there's traffic? I don't know why they keep talking. I guess when I win the lawsuit, they'll be crying, I guess, eh? Now who will be laughing?
Quick thing, Andy asked what the MPG was on an old Chevrolet square body they call it, the gold Chevy pickup truck. The Big 10, which like the one I had, it generally gets around 10 to 15 miles per gallon. So, like I said, not a lot. And if you got into it, you're probably looking at like 5.
Maybe I'll play the reverse psychology. I'll tell them not to look up flat Earth. Because they'll be like totally messed up for the next 6 months. Yeah, don't look up flat Earth. Please don't. Don't look up facts. Please do not do that. called a sundial for a reason.
Yeah, Andy. Oh, yeah. Andy's saying Mikey believes that his case will go to court. I would wage a bet that they filed this claim under B for the bin. Yeah, well, the thing is, he's claiming like quite a bit of money. It's like he's just claiming like nothing or whatever. I don't know. I think they'll respond. I think he'll get a letter back. Either he'll get one from like the from the courts that will say, we've looked at your case and it's bullshit, and we're just going to throw it out because what you're claiming is dumb, and we know you're not going to have any proof of this. Or they're going to just get a strong word of letter going, we see that you want to sue us for any claim. This is your claims. We have this evidence. If you choose to go to court, we are very, you are going to lose, and we really suggest you don't pursue this any further. But if you do, then you're going to be liable for all the court fees, all the government's legal fees, and everything else, and it's going to equal so much money, and we will be granted this. Like it will happen, and pretty much just kind of get them to go like to back off and go away, but. We'll see. I think they have until August to reply. So, see if the attorneys. I think it'll probably go to attorney general's office from there, or unless the CSA has their own legal department, and then we'll see from there. But I don't think it's not gonna go well for Mikey. We all know this. Everybody's trying to tell him. Mikey went to MC2, and some fellow sat there who seemed to have a little bit of insight into the legal proceedings, and he broke it down to Mikey, and then Mikey just pretty much just ignored him and so whatever, you don't know what you're talking about, and that was it. I was like, Mikey, like, people are trying to tell you that this is not going to go well, but he's just doesn't give a shit. Do I think they'll section him under the Mental Health Act, Andy? Probably not, because I think for him to get sectioned, he'd have to show that he's either a danger to himself or the public. Him claiming that space is fake is just his opinion. Him going out and doing this is like he's got a right to protest, peaceful protest, or to go out and campaign if he feels like he wants to. But yeah, I know. Yeah, Drunk Debunk Show did warn him that it's going to ruin his life. Now, I don't know if Drunk Debunk still went on the fact that about the Mikey filing the affidavit, because Drunk Debunk, he said that what Mikey put in there, even though we all know and is factually incorrect, is false, because Mikey fully believes it and he is convinced, and for him, he knows that he doesn't think he's lying. He doesn't, so he's not purposely lying. That he's putting that out. It's not against the law. He's allowed to. Yeah, I know. Even though his affidavit claims that he suffers from their lie. Yeah, he suffers from their lies. Yeah. So because Mikey's convinced, he thinks that he's right and that they're lying. His affidavit is not illegal. He's not doing perjury of court. So he won't go down for that. Even though he can be, he can easily proven multiple different ways that Mikey's wrong. That doesn't matter. Mikey doesn't think he's wrong. So
The sun moves, not us.
but no, I don't think he'll get sectioned. I think he'll just but he'll probably ruin his life financially. He'll never recover from this. I need to for Mikey. You need to get that Tiger King freaking clip. I'll never financially recover from this. That's gonna be Mikey right there.
It's not called an earth dial or a globe dial.
Yeah, I know you can see he's a public nuisance. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, he is kind of a nuisance. He does go around. He's like doing his campaigning. But I mean, he has a freedom of speech, and would they dub that as like him? Would be infringing on his freedom of speech, because Canada does have some charter rights and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. That might be kind of a towing a line of like trying to stifle his freedom of, of speech and freedom of protest, even if he is a pain in the ass. But he would be putting himself on the freaking on the radar, like really quite a bit. That one little thing they can pull him on, then they might. So you never know. They might just bring something. They might look at some of his live streams and go, yeah, that right there, yeah, okay, that's enough. Yeah, that was a shitty thing to do, Mikey. Andy, when he went in and said he went into the science center shouting that dinosaurs don't never exist and speaks as fake in front of kids. That is a shitty thing to do. Will is that enough to get him sectioned? I don't know. Like I said, it really comes down to it, buddy. If the authorities want to come up with something, they'll find a way. There's always something. Mikey does enough dodgy shit; they can find a way. U.S. system then. He's free to be a fool. Yeah, I think Leotis is right. I don't think Mikey can be an asshole if he wants. He can shout, he can say stuff to people. He's got freedom of speech, but is he is he a danger? I mean, you can say harassment, but I think harassment, him like the going in and shouting it like to everybody. Harassment would be like if he's like targeting somebody and then harassing them and not leaving them alone, then it can maybe go down for harassment. But if he's just going there shouting it like this out loud to everybody, then while he's probably being a nuisance, and they could probably trespass him and tell him, okay, like, get out, and then the police could be called to have him trespassed and forcibly removed from the premises if he's being a nuisance and stuff like that to other people. But then if he's on the street, he could be shouting and talking and saying stuff he wants, and he's got the freedom of speech, right? He's got the freedom to do stuff like that.
It's too simple. That's too easy for them. They can't figure that one out.
Now, if it's in this country, he'd probably be doing about freaking 5 years in jail because he's probably, because he says something naughty online, right? But...
All right, let's go drive around, guys. I guess I'll do the driving and you can just sit there and watch. They wouldn't even know where to start if I asked them any of those questions. Like, I don't know, man.
Oh no, Andy, I agree. Like, that face there, shouting at the kid, and do the same thing to my kids. My kids would be absolutely freaking deathly afraid of him because he just looks like a freaking nut job. But then I think would that come down to if he's doing it to a kid and some angry parent, freaking like, gives him a freaking right hook, because he's like in a kid's face, he's doing that. Then that would probably be self-defense, or a defense. Somebody's defending their child. Even if he went up and just pushed him and said, "Get away from my kid." So I think Mike, you'd have to now he's maybe starting to cross lines and stuff. But is it legal, or is the fact he's done something to a kid and somebody's pushed him and told him to stay away from their kid? Now you're kind of getting into is somebody parent defending the child against some freaking crazy deranged man? So. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, harassment you target the person. Well, I'm pretty sure the U.S. is on Canada's like that too. He has to show like he's targeted and then is persistently going after somebody. I'm pretty sure. I did a police sciences law enforcement degree freaking 20 years ago, so a bit foggy on that, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Yeah, he does leave. If somebody shouts at him, he does, like Mikey does, tend to walk away. He yells shit, like he lips off and beaks off, but I mean, is it? And I think he's gonna do it to the wrong person who's just gonna not give a crap and is gonna freaking like lay him out. But if he shouts at the wrong kid, then some parent, some angry father is going to lay him out. Yeah, and funny kid, I was watching Tunes live there with Sam and them chatting away. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. So. The stupidity of that lot is just freaking astounding. The Psalm and freaking Fagatsoid and all them. Stupid. I mean, the amount of wrong answers and information there is just freaking insane.
Making our rounds, singing a song, side by side. Doing it. Please pull up. Oh, why is that doing that? There's something on my phone again. I don't know. These people keep attacking me. They have to be.
Or it's just you don't know how to use your
my
phone. It's probably a setting or something like that. Who gives? Nobody gives a shit about Mikey or his phone. It's warm here too, Andy.
And those guys in the
I was
half-ton trucks that I was
sweating
following down,
earlier.
they weren't yielding. They were just stopping and sitting there for half an hour. Like,
What do we have here?
I'm telling you, man. If you,
19 degrees where I'm at, so
they're afraid.
better.
They're afraid of driving. I don't know what it is. They don't.
Says a guy who's not wearing a seatbelt properly
They get into their zones. You see, when they're
and getting distracted by his live chat.
in their zone, they have to like. I don't know. They get into these zones when they're driving. Like, just be alert. Just stop getting into your habit of, oh, I have to drive this way, nice and slow.
Check.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going too fast. Let's have walleye vision and just look straight. I don't know what it is with people.
Yeah, well, well, Andy, you're in a bit more of a warmer area of the country than I am. I'm northwest, so I don't think it doesn't get quite as warm as it gets down there. And you see, you're quite close to the beach, so you'll get the humidity, as well as you get those warm currents coming off of that, coming off the Atlantic and stuff like that. You're a lot closer than I am, so these few hundred miles makes a difference.
Man, I wish I had two phones. I'm gonna try to message him, but come on, come show your car at the car show. No.
Yeah, Andy probably wouldn't be so good. Obviously his bag, his car will have airbags. Have obviously driver airbag. Probably most likely have a knee airbag, but that's only for your legs to go forward. And then depending what else, but it's still not gonna go good because he's gonna slide. He's gonna shoot him down. He's not gonna have where his seatbelt is gonna go forward. It's like this, but he's gonna go forward, and then he's gonna probably end up flopping out of it. He's gonna twist a really weird way, or his bottom half is gonna fling forward. His spine is gonna mess him up. Yeah.
No can do.
Keep your hands on the wheel. Yeah.
Okay, let's.
And let you know, welcome to the chat. Let you know, Mikey's a professional driver. He's got a class 1C. Well, he had. I don't think he has anymore with his diabetes.
Come over here. Hold on, guys. Let me message here.
I'm pretty sure that keep you class 1, you have to show that your diabetes is controlled and show consistent that your blood sugars are below a certain level, or else they take your class 1 off you. How I know this is that my family member who had diabetes also drove bus and had to every year had to requalify, had to go in and do a medical check to show that diabetes is enough under control. They weren't going to hypoglycemic shock or diabetic shock and it passing out. So yeah, Andy, I know you the airbag, the upper airbag of the steering wheel is for your head, but that I'm pretty sure his car, I'd have to look into it, but this is 2016 Subaru, and I think they have a knee airbag too, so it goes off the below your steering wheel. There'll be a panel there and there'll be airbags there, but I said they're more to stop your legs from bashing into the from going forward. They're not to stop your whole torso. That wasn't me. Mikey's done something to his stream. Not me, is it? Is it me? I don't think it was me. No audio. Okay, yeah. It's not me.
Yeah, that won't be hard to do.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah, that won't be hard to do. What's happening?
I'm pretty sure this is. I wonder if this is the one where the kids like throw slushy on them.
Just talk to Mr. Big Penis.
Yeah.
We love you, Mikey. You're the best.
That's a noisy bike. So what's going on, man? You got to know you want a freaking flyer here.
Educate us about the flat earth. Let's go.
Well, educate me about the globe, if you know anything about it.
The globe?
Yeah.
Water on it.
Yeah. Does it bend?
Big. Yes.
It bends. Water bends.
Yes.
Water bend. Of course it is.
Yeah, you betcha.
What's the firmament?
Oh, I've recorded it, man.
I've heard things about it. I just don't know what it is.
I've recorded it on my channel. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's too easy to record. You guys want flyers or what?
Yeah.
Right on, beautiful. Yeah. Lucky, I'm gonna run out.
Mikey's like, yeah. They're watching it
I'm
going
sure,
like,
buddy.
I told you to move on, bro.
one of the kids has got a shirt.
He even bought my shirt. Come on.
It's funny. He throws slushy and steals his big Nick
One more.
sign. Oh yeah, did they?
3. Those guys don't want them. They're just gonna burn them up. Okay, so which? Here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is obviously a plane. The ground's always below the plane. How does it fly like this? Planes fly like this.
Follow the curvature.
No, they don't. No, they don't. How do they do that?
You maintain
You
altitude?
don't even know what they do.
Mikey, have you done booger sugar today?
A what?
Have you done booger sugar today?
Absolutely. More flyers? You want flyers or what? Who wants flyers?
Need more flyers.
It's just guy squeezed off the RCMP and runs a stop sign, doesn't he?
Take a line.
Take a picture, buddy.
Yeah, I got your shirt.
Yeah, that's my shirt right there. He's right. Oh, there's Bryce. I'm running out of flyers here.
He doesn't realize that all these kids are doing this. You see, so they're taking the piss out of him. I would tell instantly this one. No, and these kids are here just to laugh at him and take the piss out of him.
So here's the deal. Yeah. Nobody's listening. They're just talking. Sign it.
I don't think
Okay,
he does
so
that.
here's the deal. If everybody's so loud. If anybody can provide proof of a globe in the next year or by the time you go to university, I'll pay for your education.
I got an autograph. I got an autograph.
The thing is, Mikey won't accept any proof. So you can give him all the proof you want. You can literally throw him up in a freaking like New Shepard 34, and he'd go, nah, that was screens, even though he felt the G's and everything else. And floats around for like 3 or 4 minutes in space. He'd be like, nope, that was all fake. That was CGI.
Yeah. Yo, Mikey, you want to go to basketball?
Bro, can I get an autograph?
Guys, stop. Be civilized.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Boyfriend, I'm not gay. No.
Huh? What? Am I baked? No.
You don't even know where she is. Yeah, it's not even know her, right? Don't you want? I don't know right there.
I painted the rock. I painted the flat rock.
You gotta listen to this guy. He's smart.
Yeah.
He's the smartest one here.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
The rock. Yeah. No, Leah. I'm right here.
Yes, sir.
Do you actually see the kid steal his sign? I'm trying to watch him to see if you see the kid grab it and walk off with it.
I'm selling this on
Can you sign it? Yeah.
I need the autograph. He's my hero.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm on the left.
Mikey, would you ever sleep with a kid?
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm not even answering that.
You like CP?
It's so keeping him distracted.
You enjoy watching
When did he steal the sign? Looking back there.
I got the same shirt on. That's a real star.
Yeah, just steal it, steal it.
Hey, no.
Mikey, I love you. No, Mikey, have you ever touched a kid?
Hey, can you sign my
Every time she oh, did you hear that? Hold on. You hear the kid said there. Hold on. Let's just slow this for a second here, because we know. He's getting aroused with all the attention he's getting. Fucking something. Listen.
Mikey, have you ever touched a kid?
Hey, can you sign?
Fucking hell. One more time, fucking that kid's real onto him.
Mikey, have you ever touched a kid?
Hey, can you sign my pamphlet?
Yeah, I guess so.
Mikey, say yes, yes I have.
That's real.
In the most inappropriate ways.
Here, you want some free Oreos, Red? Oh my god. I'm gonna sell this on TV for like $3.
I'm the only one who can't. Well, not the only one, but there's millions of flat earthers. Okay.
No, Big Egg from
Yeah.
Wilbunch.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Oh, there's people in Wilbunch too, or no?
Don't go to a lunch.
I love Big Egg.
See this kid? He's blocking so Mikey
Big
can't
boys,
see us.
what's
He's
going
still
on?
the sign.
No, just people. Only you do.
Mikey, can we see you do a line?
A what?
Can we see you do a line?
I don't do drugs, man.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Gone.
Convinced you that the Earth was flat?
Huh?
What convinced you that the Earth was flat?
Water remains level when it rests. We use it as a leveling tool.
Mikey, have you ever touched a kid? Mikey, have you ever touched a kid?
Planes don't fly like this, okay? Planes fly like this, because the ground's always below them.
Really?
Okay? Yeah, so when you fly to Chile, they fall out of the sky when they're like this.
They fall out of the sky when they get to Chile?
You're mental, man. You need help. You really do.
If I fly to Chile, I'm
Show me how a plane flies. Does it not fly like this or like this?
Well, no, but like, if the plane flies like that facing the Earth, then it would still be flat like this.
How? Not if you took a picture from space.
Can I be
It would be
illegal?
flying sideways.
Yeah, exactly. Planes don't fly like this. They fly like this. It's not hard to think. You might want to go research the pilots that are actually talking about flat Earth.
Mikey! Oh! Mikey, I have a question. Would you sign her tits? No, stop!
Did you get him?
Pilots that are actually talking about flat Earth.
Mikey! Oh!
Oh, that's not that
Mikey, I have a
bad.
question. Would you sign her tits? No, stop! Mikey, I think your cards were back. Mikey!
I'm going to RCMP.
That was a voice crack, Mikey. How many goods are you doing? Mikey, do you like kids?
Hey, yo, Mike, you like kids? Where is he now?
Now they all walk away when somebody threw something.
Oh, they barely got him. Freaking hell. Is he kicking off because of that? There's fucking barely anything. Shit. Look at he's so hurt. Oh,
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm going right to the RCMP.
freaking barely got him. Oh, the big pansy. Oh, I know. Look, I know people like, say, Mikey, I know he's mentally ill. Come on.
I just
The
need to
big
make
girl.
Sure.
Fuck.
Oh, people do that shit. Hey,
They didn't they yet?
hey, I'm going to the police. I'm going to the police.
No seatbelt on now. Oh shit, yeah.
Where are the teachers? Where are the teachers? Where are they? I'm going to the police right now. I want my fucking signs back right now.
Stop sign. Well, too fast. He's about 70, 80 kilometers an hour there. Yep, at least. Speed limit would be 50 at the most. Oh, police station was close, isn't it? Good old rural, rural Canada. Good old rural Canada. Freaking like absolutely no, you know, you drive like that, and this police station is like right there. Shit. I don't live too far from the police station, and it would take me. I'd still be trying to drive. I'd still be trying to get on the main road to get down there. I should on his video. His he wished he could have kept his. Oh yeah.
Stolen property.
When the kids left a message on the video, should want to keep a sign. Somebody should slow down. You get a seatbelt off just over the shoulder. No lap belt. Yeah. Phil's onto it there. I was looking at the live chat, sorry.
Hello. We got an issue. The kids stole my signs off my car and they threw a Slurpee at it over at the school
Just come
here.
inside this main departure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to write up a report, so
Sure. We will. Hang on, I'll give you that.
I'm not sure if I should talk to the teachers there, the principal, or you guys do that, but I'm not leaving here until something's done, so.
Well, it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, written up a
Can't
paper or
do it right now,
something.
but, here. You can, I'll get you this here. Do you know who it was? Did you recognize
Not
them?
a clue. There was
Or a
at
car?
least 20 people around my car.
Okay. Here.
I don't know where they are. The signs are gone off my car, so.
Okay. Are they the magnet signs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I looked around the street, so I don't know where they are. They must have taken off with them or something. But
And it happened while you were there at the...
yeah, just over here. I was just parked on the street over here,
Okay.
and they all came running and talking to me and stuff. But
Okay. Yeah, so if you wanna, here, I can give you a board if you want.
yeah, let me get on board.
And
there.
then write out everything that happened in as much detail as possible.
Okay, great.
And
yeah.
we'll
Sure.
yeah, we'll have a talk with you there.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, yeah, I didn't think of it on live chat. I was looking at live chat to see what people are saying. And Dano, I didn't think the kids leave it on there because they're all doing it live. But
What's today's date, guys? Tell me what the date is here.
unless they deleted it. Oh, there you are, right there. Yeah, I really wanted to keep the magnets things for the signs pamphlet though. Right there, as Dano said. Bullshit.
Oh, of course.
Hey, kid, other than this guy going through the stop sign at 40 kilometers an hour at my house.
No, what? I saw it.
No, you did not.
When?
I got me and my daughter, my son, and 2 grandkids as witnesses. So,
Sir, doing the statement here, come in here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thank
We're
you.
gonna put you back.
it's because I don't like lying.
Thank you.
Well, you don't have to request it like that. We're just here to talk, right? Yeah.
So I bet you that guy is done logging a complaint against Mikey, who's gonna probably get a traffic violation. He should do. For fuck the way he's driving, shit. And the kid's not too far from there.
Just doing a lot of harassment today.
Come on in here.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Finish your statement. But what I will say though, just have a seat.
Oh, sure.
You can do it. And I know that you've been doing, like, this isn't your first time.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Part of you has got to expect that it's going to strike people the wrong way.
Oh, I know that. I've been doing this for years. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, Andy is clouds here too, or else I probably would have been on my telescope. So far, Mikey got his sign stolen, got a little bit of Slurpee through sort of through his window a little bit, and then and then he went speeding, doing at least 40. I'm gonna say, well, it wasn't 40 mile an hour. I'm putting I use at least 60, if not 70 mile an hour, the way he was going down that road, and he blew a stop sign, and some guy came in kicking off about and saying about that. So
Hang tight here for a second.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
witnessed him driving too fast and blowing a stop sign. Passed past his kids and grandkids.
I'm just gonna go talk to this other guy that's
Yep,
up here. I'll be
sure.
right back.
Yeah, no problem. Yep.
Yeah, the guy's pretty kicking off with how fast Mikey was driving. Let's get past all this. This is Mikey writing a statement.
I'll actually set up, I think. Okay.
Yeah, Mikey's in the police station. I'm writing a statement about this kid stealing his sign and throwing a slushie on him. Well, I wouldn't say throwing a slushie. It looks like I think a little bit got on him because I barely seen anything. Freaking hell. All right, see you later, Conspiracy Music Studios. Yeah, I'll be clocking off here soon, anyways, because the wife wants me to come to bed. So, if you know, you know. This is the end of his stream here. I wouldn't know it was at the end. I would have should have known the hour stream for him. Quite short in his activism. Hour and a half stream. Oh! This is a live stream from jail, somebody said.
You got it all there?
Yeah, I probably could add more. But I don't know.
Yeah, whatever comes to mind.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just stating that I was driving around like you saw and just parked at the side of the road. A lot of that, there's a car show going on at the school, so they noticed me and came over to the car, and I was giving them my flyers that I pass out, and then there was some of the older guys, probably grade 9 or 10 maybe.
Yeah.
So I just want to interview or stop in for a second. I know that you record a lot of stuff. What I am going to ask you though is that camera goes in your pocket whenever you're walking in through the detachment. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nothing gets recorded inside.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't think you're allowed to record inside a police station. Like, you know, they can have theirs and they'll have to inform you when they're recording an interview, but I don't think you're allowed to yourself. All right, well, that was that one there. So, yeah. I just wanted to check that out. I heard about it. I wanted to see. But I don't know. I mean, having the sign stolen was pretty shitty. I suppose, you know, his property being stolen. But in the slushy, fucking that was, I don't know. It's really worth it. Now, Mikey, on this one here, I just want to quickly address something here. Oh yeah, Mikey here still can't figure out that his selfie camera shows backwards. So, But now, Mikey, in this one here, quickly, I don't know if I can get to it. See if I can find it. There's one little section I just want to cover real quick.
What about the freaking diet?
So it's past. Where is it? Hey, Calder, how's it going, buddy?
It feels weird.
See the chat. I can tell you, there's somebody in the chat asking him something.
All over me.
There's something in the chat that was asking Mikey something, and it
It does. The material is going against that material and making my arms. Question: Can that? Well, how does he travel with that thing? It's crazy.
Where was it?
8 or 9 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes, probably. Oh yeah, and then we can sit in this stupid parking lot. Get around. That switches the camera. I've never had that since I've been doing YouTube. And there's like the Go Fast Rocket link and my email and blah 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 blah.
Yeah. It's funny and fornicated. Yeah. He's annoying with that fucking thing, this whole thing.
Going on.
That chicken.
There's probably something in the setting. There's on their names, block them. It should stay up, but it doesn't. I'll have to. Of course, I never researched it at home, but I always think about it when I'm doing live streaming, and then it's too late. Touching the screen, it should.
Oh, there it is. Shit, I wasn't caught before.
I always think about it when I'm doing live streaming, and then it's too late. Because that's where I'll send you an email, sir. Yeah, I'm trying to get it in. Then a motorbike. I can supply you one with $150. I haven't been. Should always come to this one then. What did Alpha say? Transfer, sir, if you want me to send you money, you're gonna have to share a mailing address. Okay, I will send you my mailing address, I guess. At the top of the chat box where it says top chat arrow down is where it says live chat. Yeah. Oh, that's the. No, I'm on live chat. Should I be on top chat? Is that what it is? No, that doesn't do anything either.
Fine?
No.
Okay, what can I get for you?
2 large seniors, orange pickle tea.
Just black?
1 with 1 cream.
Okay.
And 1 double.
For $2.69, thank you.
Oh.
There's something in here.
If I get that. Here we go, guys. I will.
It's
you
annoying with that thing, the pull down thing.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yours is in the back.
Thank you.
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, dogs. You won't, but you liters, not just cups. How much water? Oh, you should drink at least. I drink out of a 3. Where am I going? Oh, I was going this way, wasn't it? I was in the hospital for 4 days, just so you're aware. Oh my God, what's your status, man? You never told me anything about that.
All right, this is talked about here. So somebody was saying, see if I can find where it said something about them being in hospital. They said they'd been in hospital for several days, and they were quite sick.
Hey, live, brother. I'm gonna come in November. If you die before I get there, I'm gonna whoop your ass. What the hell's your status? You gotta talk to me. I'm gonna help you out. You gotta get healthier. Ignore your doctors.
Leotis, I'm only just gonna address one little thing here.
For one thing, what's your problem? I got tons of solutions. What's it? What do you prevent?
So you can't leave the low-hanging fruit unaddressed, right?
That's the word I'm looking for. Solutions? Yeah. Antidotes? I don't know.
Your answers.
Okay. Yeah, it does. Double is double the sugar, two sugar,
I
two
like to
cream.
solve people's problems.
That's a double is.
Answers.
What'd you say?
Answers? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think and I wish I wanted to be in Assiniboia today because that's Friday's.
McDonald's, dude.
25 years I have respiratory issues. Okay, respiratory issues. Okay, not a problem. Respiratory issues, I know that. Give me a few minutes to think about that. Respiratory, I just read that.
Now this is where Mikey can get himself in some freaking serious trouble. All right, now you can see Leotis. Look, just bear with me for a second here. He's going to give medical advice to somebody over the internet. Now Mikey is by no means a medical professional, nor does he have any kind of medical training or any kind of medical diagnostic knowledge, right? Now I'm not saying I do, but the answer he gives shows to me that he has pretty much zero idea of even holistic remedies and stuff. So just bear with me here.
You're not going to have respiratory problems in 3 months from now, I'll tell you that.
And he's wrong.
I know that, respiratory. What the hell did I just read? It was on TikTok or Facebook.
Not credible sources, TikTok or Facebook.
That's for sure.
No.
You betcha.
I wouldn't even say WebMD is, but at least they give some medical stuff.
Let me ask my thing here. Ginger, it's probably ginger.
No.
Ginger for respiratory. Oh, that guy's smoking. Yes, ginger. Go get the actual ginger, the root or whatever it is, ginger root at your grocery store. Do not put it in the fridge. It will kill you if you put it in the fridge. Make you very sick.
I don't think that's true, but
keep it outside on the counter. Cut it up. Put it in chunks. Put it in chunks. A little like as tiny as you can get them. Make tea out of it. Well, it doesn't even have to be tiny. Make it into like dime size, quarter size. Slice it up. Put it in your hot water and drink it. And do that every day, 2 or 3 times a day. Ginger, you're going to eat ginger now, and you will never stop until I get there. Ginger tea, 100%. Look it up. None of this bull.
I wondered the same thing on Fornicate. I know, yeah, he's just over 50, and he asked for seniors. I think the lady beside him actually is, but I don't know if that classifies as a senior. That's still, well, I'm gonna say it doesn't. Not senior, right? Because I'm nearly my mid-40s, and so. Hey, Michael Gaylord, how's it going? Yeah, well, I think that's where I think that's where Mikey's getting away with that, is because he's quite, like he's bald and his face the way it is. I think he just is senior and they never question it. Like you say, they could appear younger. Others, it tends to give them a smaller cup, just from experience from that. And it's a little bit cheaper, so it usually tends to be smaller. Now, where I wanted to talk about this is that from my experience, he said about ginger and as to how ginger tea. Now, ginger can help with certain different things. It tends to be more like stomach issues. We have it's really good to help for digestion, and ginger does have some anti-inflammatory characteristics to it. So it may be slightly beneficial, maybe for your lung, if you have where you have asthma, or if you're having bit tighter airways, perhaps, but only in conjunction with your other medication, or if you're having a inhaler and stuff like that. Bit of ginger tea, but ginger is only slightly. It's more better. It has more benefits for digestion. And and this just the research I know. My wife is quite into doing a lot of holistic stuff. She looks into a lot of different things like that, more herbal medicine and stuff like that. I've done it for years. Like I'll go to the doctor. I'll take medicine if I need to, but I like to obviously have my yeah, I like to kind of if I can do stuff like supplements stuff like that, I'll prefer that. Yeah, ginger ale is good for your stomach. My mom told me that years ago. Yeah, ginger, and I've always had ginger, and it does. It settles your stomach. And ginger, like ginger tea and stuff like that, does have some. It's better for like rheumatoid arthritis. You got arthritis in your hands. It can help supplement and help for to reduce some of the inflammation and stuff like that. But it's not really for funny Andy. But it's not going to help. Like if somebody's ending up in the hospital with breathing issues, then I would say that's beyond what ginger can do. Now you can get things. There's a supplement. There is like a herb called mullein, and you can drink that, and that can help if you have like really bad chest cold. It helps you open your airways and get stuff out. There's something called lungworm, and then there's, like I said, talk to your doctor though. Like Mikey says, don't talk to his doctor. That's horrendous advice.
Bullshit. Nobody's gonna have respiratory problems when I'm alive. Going to eat ginger now, and you will never stop until I get there. Ginger tea, 100%. Look it up. None of this bullshit. Nobody's gonna have respiratory problems when I'm alive.
No, yeah, ginger can help with like digestion, and it does have some anti-inflammatory properties to it to help me if you have like a bit of arthritis. It can maybe help towards reducing the inflammation and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say ginger 100%. You'll have no respiratory issues ever again. That's bullshit, right?
Fuck that. I take my rounds here at the restaurants. You can even buy ginger tea, but I would highly recommend even just buying ginger. Ginger is cheap. It's like $1, man, for a clump. So just get ginger tea and just kick the shit out of it. None of this bullshit about respiratory problems. Hey, was my sign plugged in? I better check my sign plugged in. Because I may have unplugged it because of the TV.
But the fact that Mikey's trying to give like medical advice to like people in his chat, that's he's playing dangerous game there, because if somebody takes it on, what if that person did do ginger tea and then end up they having some sort of reaction to it, or they stop taking the medication, the doctor's going, here, you need to take this medication, you need to take this because you got COPD, you need to make sure you take your inhaler, make sure take this stuff, it's going to help you, and they go, you know what, Mikey said I'm going to take that, and then they end up in hospital or worse, right, or end up having a coma. Freaking dangerous stuff. So yeah, I can't believe you did that. Victoria, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. I just wanted to bring that up real quick. Most of this stream is freaking boring and shite, so nothing really funny happens here. So we're gonna try Dell. I know actually, what's Dell's? So you're gonna check out a quick Dell video, and then I'm gonna wrap it up here. Where is it? Beyond the Imaginary Curve. That's his one. I had it written down. You check out the Dell video, and then we'll wrap it up there. As soon as my phone, my computer decides to react for me here. Oh, I was on that. Funny enough, Leotis, in that exact live stream, he actually does pull his foot up and talks about how he has no feeling in his feet, whatever, and you don't see a lot of his toe, but they talk about it a bit, so yeah. The fact he has like uncontrolled freaking diabetes should say something like, why are you taking advice from this person? But people do. People take advice because from him because if they want to hear something, like they think the doctor's like No, I'm not gonna do a live stream with Dell's because I think that's just not gonna work. See if we can find something here. Okay. What does he have? Yeah, I've seen that, Andy.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have a wee quick look at this. This is going to be ongoing now. I'm going to go back over many aspects. I see various people who profess to.
So let's Dell. This is Dell. He's from Scotland. So I do apologize if you can't understand him. I will bring it a little slower because he does talk a lot faster than Mikey does. So we'll see how it is at regular speed. And get around the accent. Now I don't know. Is he going to go on about the fact is that water, isn't a perfect level, like 99% of flat earthers? Because this meme pretty much destroys the horizon rises to eye level when you can hold these two things level. Obviously, this is all connected through, two pipes. The water can go back and forth, and yet you can see it doesn't. Now I use a Theodolite app, and it showed the horizon doesn't rise to eye level either.
Be smart, profess to have intelligence, yet they offer up this sort of I can only say is absolute garbage. They have no discernment. They are cherry picking morons who are hell bent on displaying how utterly stupid they are. I've seen this a number of times, and I just thought it was so preposterous that I've ignored it. Then I've been sent it again.
In other words, he can't explain it, and it falsifies his narrative. So he decides that he doesn't want to deal with it.
By somebody saying, "Oh, people are saying this proves something." Okay, look, this is not going to take long. It's very
Calder. Yes, he came on to Mike's when he was doing his stream. I think was it second day or something like that, and Mike had been up, and Dell had one of his minions had been in there, and she actually had come back at one point in like the last stream that I think Drunk Debunk show did, and she asked, and it was like you got destroyed. And then I actually wanted to come on because I wanted to ask some questions. I was waiting in the wings to come on to this live stream when Dell was on Drunk Debunk show, but Mike didn't want to bring me on because he already had Brenda and Dave McKeegan in there, and he didn't want to have too many people. So unfortunately, and then by the time they got off, Dell got off, so then it was pointless, and I had stuff to do anyways that day, so I was off and on all day.
very, very simple. Okay, let's have a wee just quick glance at this. You can read this for yourself about how blah blah. Earth is spherical, the horizon lies below the eye level, the angle between the eye level and the horizon is the dip of the horizon, the dip is larger as we go higher. Flat earthers like to use a water level as a proof that the surface of water is flat. But the same device can be used to show the dip of the horizon, proving the surface of water curves. So these people think that you can overlook the physicality of the substance to then jump to some cherry-picked, idiot, optical observation.
Well, this should be funny. Let's hear what Dell has to say. This should be some good derp.
For one, okay, so if we look at this one here, and this is not the main point, so I'm just going to highlight a couple of things for you. You can see the surface of this one is above this one. It doesn't match up, right? You could lift your camera up and tilt it slightly, and you'd maybe.
Really? Can I see that? No, they look pretty freaking. The top there, that looks pretty much spot on. And if you notice, it's this even here. And see that there and this here, they're already above the horizon there. But anyway, we'll just ignore that, right? I know Dell likes to ignore that, so we'll just ignore that for now. But yeah, no, they look pretty good.
Get them to line up, but that's just camera trickery, okay?
No.
Again here, the surface of this is.
Is he? No, this is Dell. This is like a year ago. I just kind of randomly picked a video from his.
Beneath this here is beneath this one. There's a drop to the earth. Oh look, the water level's up here and the earth drops.
Dell's not live. I don't think he's live.
Now let's have a wee look. He's saying here he's at sea level. You can see quite clearly he's elevated. Right? He's not sea level. His feet maybe.
No, this is he's live. He's live.
But the surface of the water, right? The bodies of water are elevated. The surface of water is elevated. So is his eye. His eye and the camera are not down here.
Now, even if this guy here says sea level, now it looks like he's on the beach. Go zoom into this one here that Dell's talking about, right? Now, okay, he is on the beach. Now, he's a little bit back, all right? So he's a back way. So he is probably a few feet up, and it looks like he's on a picnic table. So you could say, okay, there is, maybe he could be the seas here. Looks like this ocean, it comes up to here, high tide. You can see this, the beach just there. So he's back away. So maybe I'll say, let's give him 10 foot with the table altitude, right? Because the beach goes up, you're surprised, right? So let's say 10 foot. Just give something. Even then, flat earthers claim the horizon rises to eye level. So even if he's 10 foot up, this horizon should be rise eye level. But you can clearly see these lines are lined up on the water, and they are both above the horizon. So that debunks the flat earth claim that the horizon rises to eye level.
Here, half sunken into the earth to be sea level. They are always above the earth. Okay?
Yeah.
Same in these ones.
Which proves that the horizon doesn't rise to eye level.
The eye level and his feet and the body here are 1,200 feet above this one. This one here is 5,600 feet above this one. Okay? Here's
proving that it doesn't rise to eye level.
Where they lack in basic comprehension because they're just so stupid and hopeless. Okay? So here we have two parallels. We'll call these the surface of two bodies of water. These are now parallel lines. Parallels do not converge. Okay? If you are here on this one, and this is now your water level device, which is elevated way above this one. Okay? So there's an elevation change to the bodies of water. So now the surface of this water is up here and the surface of this water is down here. Why do these morons expect two different bodies at two elevations to be converging and meeting at a point in the distance?
What the fuck's he on about? That makes no sense. What are you on about? He completely misunderstood the whole concept behind that, didn't he? He had not a fucking clue. Does he not realize that those pipes run all the way along and that water's connected? Like you can tip that and that water will run from one side to the other. Like that's why it's called the water level, because that water can run in there. That's why you have to keep them both the same, because it'll do that. If you tip that apparatus one way, then the water is going to rise up on one side and fall on the other side. And if you tip it the other way, it's going to, right? That's why the water will run through there. That's why you had to have. We have both those lines. So you have one higher than the other. You have to have it like that, and you know the whole apparatus is level to the downward velocity of to the surface of the earth, and the downward force of gravity, right? But the surface of the earth, you know that it's both equal.
How utterly insanely stupid do you have to be to propose this even proves anything?
That thing, okay, what that was freaking looking at, and this is where this is, I knew Dell would be a fucking dumbass anyways, I've seen some of his shit. Okay, they weren't looking at this fucking body of water, you absolute fucking bellend. They were looking at the one here. Let's say this is your body of water here, lower, land in between, this is the body of water, and from here you can't see anything further, right? All you see is from here, you go into the sky, stuff like that. This is the horizon, so when you got me a body of water comes along here, and then above here, this is nothing. This is the horizon. You can't see anything more from here. This is what they're looking at. They're not looking at this. They're looking at this and lining it up with that. They're trying to line it up with that, and they're having the level, and they're looking down and noticing that the level isn't here. It's just above this at sea level, and as you go higher up, this is dropping down. Let's look at the horizon. So, fucking guy had no clue what he's talking about.
Absolute joke. And the people who are promoting stuff like this are absolute cretins. There's no other
Like, legit, you could have...
way to describe them.
Oh, fuck. You could have this here. You could have a lake here, some land in between, and then you could back here, you could have maybe the ocean. Maybe you could have like something here, and you got like a little, like, you know, you got like a bit of land runs along here, and you got maybe like a estuary or something in here, or a bay, right? Goes in. And then here's the horizon, right? You can even see there's back here, there's actually land that goes higher up. So you got the horizon here, land goes higher up, there's an island out there, and this is still above that, and they're still level to each other. Doesn't matter. It's they're not looking, they don't give a shit about here. It's this that they're looking at. They don't care about all, you know, other than the altitude here, they don't care about that. Same thing with this one over here. Right? It's the whole thing is that they're just looking at where the horizon is. And then looking to see where the physical horizon is and the fact that it drops to below eye level. And I've done this in a test myself.
Right? These are bodies of water elevated way above this. They are parallels. Whether you're
exactly the way it is. He says other people are freaking stupid, and he fails even to comprehend what this thing is fucking doing and how this device works. I mean, it's such a simplistic device. My freaking 7-year-old kid could probably figure this out within about 2 seconds.
A globe earther or a flat earther, it matters not if you're going to see levels or curve, right? There are elevation differences. So the surfaces are never going to converge at any point.
That's not the fucking test.
Two parallels do not converge. One is at a higher elevation than the other one. So that's your surface. The surface here is through there, and the surface of that is down there. Do I have to speak to you like you're an infantile moron?
Sorry, what the fuck are you going about there again?
The surface here is through there, and the surface of that is down there. Do I have to speak to you like you're an infantile moron? This body of water.
No, but Dell, I think we have to speak to you like an infantile moron, because you fucking obviously can't comprehend the simplicity of this and how it completely destroys your freaking flat Earth.
1,200 feet below this body of water. This body of water is 5,600 feet above this land. This body of water is elevated above this body of water. Why do you expect the two surfaces to align with each other? Are you stupid?
Because it's the horizon, and this is a water level, and the claim is that the horizon always rises to eye level. So they're holding the camera at this level, so level, looking down it, eye. The eyes are level to the level because you're looking down that, so we know we're here to here. So then eye level, so then it's showing the horizon. And the horizon, look, even Dell has ignored this fucking part here where it says connecting tubes, transparent tubes, connecting, all connects. Liquid, colored liquid runs through here, connecting tubes all the way around. He says, yeah, it's so fucking simple.
Why is this body of water away down here in the picture and this part of it up here in the picture? Why is that happening?
Because we're on a sphere, and as you're looking, especially if it ramps up, goes to the horizon as it goes up and comes up to a point, and then it starts to fall away at a certain point. So where we're standing, it actually goes out. It looks like it comes up to a point, and then it drops off. Right? If we lay down, it just look across. But yeah, it's not that difficult because we don't look. We're not standing on the top and like looking straight out. We're actually looking up. We see the horizon go up a bit because we actually look down, but we actually see it ramp up, and then we look over the curvature and it comes down. So Yeah, I can grab my globe up there, but I don't want to get up right now. So it's fucking Dell. If you happen to watch, I don't know if you watch my videos, but hey, you know, you're more welcome to. So when we're standing, let's see, you're standing here, right? We're looking here. We're standing up here. I don't have a little like dealy to fucking. See, this is a man standing here, right? So we don't look this way. We're going to look at what we can see. So we're going to look down here. We're going to look here. We're going to see ramp up. We're going to see the hump here. And then we're going to look past the hump. So this is what we call the horizon, is right there.
Are you daft? Can you please stop making stupid, irrational points, please, that prove diddly squat other than how utterly useless and hopeless you actually are? Parallels don't converge. This is a parallel line way above this parallel line. They will not converge. Do you think that it should meet in the middle? Because you're a moron. And when you say sea level would be when your eyes are, or the camera is here, right at the centre of the surface. Okay?
But it is.
If your eyeball's above the surface, it's not sea level. Your feet might be sea level, but your eyes are not sea level. Your eyes is above it. Okay? On a different plane. Okay, moron? I hope you learned something. Goodbye.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. See? It's just so worth it. It was just so worth it just to fucking check it out. Hey, fucking Dell. Oh, I'm pretty sure, didn't he win Dunning-Kruger one year? I'm pretty sure he fucking did. No, Dell. When was the last time Dell was live even? 9 days ago. Q&A, skydiver speeds, and other incredulous points. I might have to come back and check out some of Dell's lives, because there might be some comedy gold here. Yeah, it's not sea level, it's sea level. Let's see, let's get a second a message come through. Should we check out one more, see what Dell's got? Let's go try to find a short one here. What the fuck's he on about here? Force vector. This was 10 months ago.
So as we should know by now, when we have motion and we're talking about buoyancy, we should be comprehending now that whatever direction that the force is going in, the liquids, the fluids within the accelerometer will show us the direction of said force, said acceleration. And you can always see that correlated by the direction that the air is orientated in relative to the water. The air will always be in front of the water in the direction of the motion. This is a proven fact, this is demonstrable physics that every single person can detect. As you can see here from William's little examples, you can...
That's not hard to explain, because obviously doing is obviously accelerating, so then all the force then where that's sitting there is going to go backwards. So you're going to have all the water being forced to the back here, and because it's being forced to the back, it's going to push the water to the front. And then, and that's only accelerating, because as soon as you did that, if you went up, let's say you went from here and you went up to like a fast walk, it accelerated and stopped, then this bubble would move this way, and then it would come back almost right away. Because what happens, the water all move back, and then it would settle, and then go, and then be moving at the same speed. So you got acceleration, it's accelerating at first, so all that water is being forced that way, and then it's if you kept going, then it would just settle, and then it would equalize and come back, and then it'd just be all the water, the cart, all of that would be in the same reference frame. And then according to the water bottle, it's not moving, but the cart is moving in reference to the ground. But the water bottle in reference to the cart is not moving. But acceleration, this is feeling the acceleration, the change from being stood still, from being 0 to speeding up to 2 miles per hour. It's all going like that, and then it would equalize up because they all become one reference frame. This is fucking not even that hard. I'm not even a freaking physicist, and I can freaking figure this shit out in 2 seconds.
Clearly detect and witness the direction of the force correlated by the air and the direction of its travel. So that should be known. You should comprehend that. This is demonstrable.
Look at that. See, you can see it start settling back.
Move on to the next test. I'm going to leave it up to
Accelerate
you to decide
and watch
which direction the force is travelling in. Again, you should be asking yourself, where is the air correlated? Where is the direction of the air relative to the bottle and the water? Basic accelerometer showing you the detection of the force and the direction that the force is going in. Hope you're taking notes and making the correct guess as the video progresses. I'm just going to go quiet now and leave it to you to decide and discern which direction the force is going in.
You notice how they're not allowing it long enough to settle. Like they're doing their thing, and then they're moving right away. So they're keeping the acceleration, moving accelerate this way, moving accelerate that way, moving this way, changing vectors, so that way they can change, so they don't let it settle. Because they know as soon as it settles, it's going to go back to where it's going to come in reference to wherever it's on. Yeah, I know. 15 quid so could be used so much better. What the fuck? Okay, what's he doing?
Hope you're keeping a score.
No. You can see he's spinning it around now. That's so fucking, yeah. Yeah, that's okay.
It's that simple.
What the fuck? You just proved gravity. Big fucking deal. Yeah? Hold on. What the fuck was that supposed to have proved? That wasn't proving acceleration. That was proving fucking, like, gravity. Like, I thought he was gonna, like, try to show some fucking thing where it was, like, you know, he was, like, actually spinning it, like, around another way, but because he was spinning it, you thought he was changing the camera at different points, but it was actually spinning, like, on a merry-go-round. You just had to fuck on there. That made no fucking sense. That was the most stupidest fucking thing I ever seen, and it proved absolutely nothing according to what he's trying to fucking prove. That was just stupid. That was just so fucking pointless. That was so pointless. Holy shit. What the most stupidest test, Dell? That was the most fucking stupidest test I ever received that proved absolutely nothing of your fucking claim. I know you're trying to claim the Earth is fucking accelerating upwards, which is easily fucking falsified in so many fucking ways. For one, if the Earth is accelerating upwards at 9.8 meters per second squared, we'd be traveling faster than the speed of light before Christmas. If we started at 0 in January, before we hit Christmas, or just after Christmas probably, before the end of the year, we'd be going faster than the speed of fucking light, right? So instantly, then you'd have none of the stars that would work. In fact, you'd see them all fade out. We'd never see anything. The sun wouldn't fucking work anymore. In other words, and we'd all be fucking stuck. We'd just all be stuck in a fucking time paradox. That's stupid. Another one is the fact we have different gravitational pulls at different places around the fucking world, which can be measured with really precise freaking accuracy using gravimeters and stuff like that, gravimeters. And in fact, there's certain places like by the Hudson's Bay that, yeah, Andy, yeah, I know. I don't think I have anything here. I think I'm supposed to have clear skies come the weekend, so somewhat clear skies from my place. So, and I just got a tracking motor from my mount, so fingers crossed and get some deep sky shit. But yeah, that was very accelerating, upwards accelerating freaking Earth thing that Dell thinks he proved. Then there's like, so why is it different different gravity, different measurements of gravity around a certain place? Like around Hudson's Bay, there's a certain area where it dips down in because of where the ice sheet, not iceberg, freaking glaciers. The glaciers actually dug out a big chunk. And because of that, there's actually technically less mass in that area of Earth. And you go up there, I think it's just the southern part of Hudson's Bay into Ontario. It measures, you measurably can feel less gravity than if you go just a few kilometers either side or south. Then you have a higher gravitational pull because there's more mass. And because it's Canadian Shield and it's rock underneath there. Then you have different points depending on where you are in the Earth. Depending on the North Pole, you'll have one kind of gravitational pull and weight. Take exact same weight scaled, go down to the equator, and you'll measure different. Case in point, Critical Think did this when it comes to the final experiment with the South Pole, and you can measurably detect a difference in weight, which is difference in gravitational pull, where they were when they went down to the Union Glacier compared to the in Chile. Compared to what you use in Australia. How is that working upwards accelerating Earth? It fucking doesn't. So there's so many different ways to simply prove that you cannot explain with your upward accelerating freaking flat pizza. So yeah, and that didn't fucking help you at all. It was stupid because he's trying to Dell. I know what Dell is because I've seen the Critical Think the Drug Debunk show, and they're claiming that the Earth is accelerating upwards at 9.8 meters per second squared. So fucking stupid. And that's why I wanted to get on there because I was going to fucking just start ripping into him. I probably would end up shouting at me and threatening to come beat me up. So, which would be funny. He looks like a big guy, but I take him. But Andy, yeah, like if you go to like Newfoundland, there's the Bay of Fundy, I think. It's got some of the highest freaking tides in the world. The part of it is because it's a big funnel as well. But yeah, the 50-foot tides to get there, something stupid like that. It's insane. Where did I have that? Where did I put that up? I have put up, haven't I? Where is it? I'm just gonna see if I can show something real quick here. This one. Yeah. Henley Beach, or how's it going, DP debunks? Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. It's 11:30 at night here. About ready to pack it in. What do you got there? Henley Beach. Let's see what. Henley Beach. Weather. Did you see weather? Henley Beach, Australia. I should probably go to Australia. It looks like one Oxford. Over the last few days. I'll show you a video of crazy waves. Alright, I see. I brought up a weather map. Henley. Spell that right? Henley. You talking this DP? Okay, now.
Hi guys, we are at Henley Beach. It's a nice storm, big swell, wind gusts around 60.
This is nut job running out, isn't it? So Andy, was that cocaine waves then? Screw cocaine bear. It's cocaine narwhal. Is there? I'll go back a bit. See if we can find Actually, that probably will link to it from there.
Hi guys, we are at Henley Beach. It's a nice storm, big swell, wind gusts around 60.
Check out. Turn that off for a second. Let's see what the DP's got here. What else we have here? This is the weather. All right. What shit was that? Is that a freaking is that what was a was a dock or something at one point there. Crazy. River has flooded. Wow, fucking hell, getting some wicked weather down there, eh? We get some weather like that. Well, not sometimes. I'm a bit more inland, but well, I could probably be at the beach in about, depending on what beach you want to talk about. I could be at the sea in about 15-20 minutes from where I'm from. But you go a bit further south, and they get some wicked weather like that. They got big walls and stuff to protect the from the sea surges. I imagine DP when it's like that, it's probably not very nice to be near the beach, but come on. Being slow here. What is this? This is Cornwall, so this is just
Yellow
south.
wind and rain warnings are in place across Devon and Cornwall as severe weather led to stormy seas, canceled trains, and event disruption. The Torbay Half Marathon and 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles, races were...
I've been down in Torbay years ago with my kids. It's a lovely area, like really quite nice, but this was about 8 months ago what they had down there.
Canceled amid safety concerns, and some attractions closed for the day. Wind gusts were predicted to reach 60 miles per hour in some areas. Meanwhile, rail services were suspended as operator Great Western Railway, GWR, confirmed 2 trains carrying passengers were stranded between Exeter and
I'm pretty sure in here this is like
Plymouth,
especially beach in here
one
as
at
well.
Dawlish and another at Teignmouth, with the cause unknown. A GWR spokesman said lines between Exeter, St. David's, and Penzance was closed. He added, "It's not yet known why, and Hitachi will need to investigate the cause of any issues to those trains. Our priority is getting passengers moved to the nearest station and onwards to complete their journey." At 20.30, the company said the 12.36 Paddington to Payton service had been moved back to Newton Abbot.
So yeah, that's some storm surges we get in the UK.
The other service, the
We get some pretty good
13.0
ones up where I am because got the Irish Sea, so because it comes in, we don't get much of the open ocean. So I think cause I'm in the northwest, and then we got like Ireland, we got like Alaman and stuff. So we do get some good surges through here, but I think without all the open ocean, all that momentum behind it, we don't get quite as much. Doesn't get quite as bad.
Zero
Still get some. Still got like quite high walls for the storm surges, and it goes down the beach as well.
Train was also being moved to Newton Abbot so customers could be taken off. The spokesman.
But yeah, that's mad, DP. Absolutely mad, my friend. Hopefully you don't wash away if you're that close to the beach. Yeah, we don't get minus 40 here, luckily. If it gets to like freaking 0 around here, people freaking lose their shit.
Hey folks, welcome back. So again, I'm going to do a...
I'm just going to go past this. So I did observations of what fucking Dell doesn't like. I did it from... What was the altitude? So I did it from the top of this tower here, where the platform right there at the top. You can go up there, and so it's 453 feet in high, the plus whatever the altitude of the land is. So it's probably around 460 feet. And I looked out across. You can see here. This is the River Mersey, and off here you go into the other side. You got like Widnes, New Brighton, all on this side. This is Liverpool City Centre. So I showed what I think this is what the curve of the Earth should be, and eye level should be just above it. And I was looking at a mountain just off in the hills and mountains off in the distance here. And here I show you observation using the Headlight app, and you can see right here is the crosshairs, right? On the horizon, the hills and stuff right here are just below it. See if I can play this a bit more.
Line is above the horizon, and it's actually above the hills off in the distance, and I'm holding completely level at the top of St. John's Beacon. This is a closer view here. You can see that how that line.
So I'll show you here. This is Dell, and like you see, like there's hills over here and stuff, and these hills, I looked them up, are actually probably higher altitude than I am. And yeah, I'm bisecting above them. Here's the crosshairs here.
It's well above the horizon.
Since Dell didn't like the water level, how about we use a floodlight app?
Isn't rising at eye level, and it's even above the hills in distance, and I'll show you the elevation of the hills. So starting at St. John's Beacon here, measure out how far it is. So it's 27.5 miles distance. You can see here, I was going right across that building there with a green roof, and this is the elevation of the hills off in the distance. So this shows the complete distance here, and for those hills from St. John's Beacon. So here's a comparison of the flat earth and globe predictions to show you what should have been seen in either model.
So I even tested the flat earth model on the left, and eye level should be from that distance, all the same stuff, and then using the globe model and see which one would conform to reality. And obviously you can see that the right side, the globe model, conforms to reality, and the flat earth side does not.
The flat earth and globe predictions to show you what should have been seen in either model, and all the numbers exactly the same. So I'm going to look here. This is the globe prediction, and
the eye level is above.
You can see all the numbers exactly the same. And here's showing a closer up view of the globe prediction. And as you see here, it matches the globe prediction, and you can see the observation here a little closer up, and you see it matches perfectly. So looking over here, between England and Ireland is the Isle of Man, and I'm pointing straight at it over the mouth of the Mersey, who feeds out into the Irish Sea. And looking along here, should see a big hunk of land out there, but we don't actually see it at all. So to show you the distance from where it was from, so you can see the St. John's Beacon there. Just going to show you which way, and I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to show you which way I was looking and where the Isle of Man is, and the distance. And you see the distance there is 81.65 miles out over the water. So from 453 feet in elevation.
Yeah, as my mom bakes cakes, says, but you don't know the power of
elevation. I should be able to see this. I'm looking over top of everything. And even with this elevation, as you can see in the previous video, we could not see it. So running out here, here's Isle of Man. Big island out there. You think we'd be able to see that? If the earth was flat, you would be able to see this quite easily, especially from my elevation. And obviously I zoomed in and you couldn't see anything. So I'm going to show you the high part here in the middle of the island, which is actually higher up than even where I was from, which over about 1,700 feet up. And even the coast is about close to my elevation in St. John's Beacon. So it's showing here, so the elevation in the middle there, which I should have definitely been able to see, is 1,712 feet in elevation. And if you even on the coast, I'm at 286 feet in elevation. So as you can clearly see, there is a decent sized island out there which we could not see. So showing the globe prediction for seeing the island out here, you using an advanced Earth curve calculator, and you can clearly see that even with using all the numbers about observer height, the distance, and the height of the middle of the island there, we still could not see it, and this fits the globe prediction as we could see. Now we're using the same Earth curve calculator, same numbers. We're going to look at the flat Earth.
Well, how come my mom bakes cakes doesn't have a spanner? I don't know. Haven't got around to it.
Prediction. And then flat Earth predicts that we should be able to see that middle of the island quite easily. Now I put into these numbers the
You guys like the flatty on flatty? Yeah, but I've got some things right in that. Yeah. Well, you know, broken clock's right twice a day, isn't it?
The size of the camera is using, which is 115 millimeters, and you see that we actually should be able to see something up, but we can't. So this comparing the flat Earth compared to the globe predictions, and as you can clearly see here, I should be able to see that massive island. That island's, you know, it's a big island out there.
It says 0 hidden height, and then globe should be 2,061 feet hidden height. I couldn't see it because it's past the curvature of the Earth. But if it's flat Earth, I should be seeing that big
As you
island
can
out there.
clearly see here, I should be able to see that massive island. That island's, you know, it's a big island out there. I should see this big hunk of rock out there and see this big island, but we could not see it whatsoever. And that is
Flat Earthers always claim that they can see things hundreds of miles away. Well, this is 81 miles away, and I was 53 feet in elevation. So why couldn't I see and zoom into that massive island out there?
An observer height of 453 feet.
Weird.
And even
it's almost like
mountains,
there was a massive planet curvature of the Earth in the way.
and stuff, I should see all that, but I couldn't see it at all, proving the globe. So once again, I'm going to zoom in here, looking straight towards where we should be able to see that. Should see a big, huge island out there, sticking way up. And we can't see that at all, which is evidence of the globe, and once again, falsifies the flat Earth.
Now, there was a little bit of water on this window because it had been raining at one point. So if it looks like that, it's just because there's a little bit of moisture on this window.
So that's it. Flat Earth has been falsified once again.
I just thought I'd show that. Like I said, I've actually done the things that Dell doesn't like. And not using water, since he didn't like the water level. Yeah, I've seen most of that. My mom bakes cakes. About the Flurp action. Did anybody see? I think Max Yamate Talks. He showed the Nathan Oakley versus Angels of Light, he's mainly from TikTok. But he showed up at a few MDD debates and get absolutely. Nathan Oakley ripped Angels to shreds. It was funny. Yeah, that was some good Flurp action. I put that up on TikTok and tried to tag Angels of Light in, but he's got me blocked down there. But I'm pretty sure some other people tagged him into it. So I happened to actually run into Angels of Light in a TikTok live. So I happened to mention it to him that how I found it really quite entertaining watching him get I knew I got his ass chewed out and get ripped a new one by Nathan Oakley, and he was pretty quiet about that one. I know they run on memes. My mom bakes cakes. Yeah. If there's no good memes, then that's it. Player Earth doesn't want to know. These only things. Yeah, type it into Google. What was did you see that one? I think it was the same stream actually, and he was talking to Flatzoid there, and Flatzoid was trying to use citation from MIT, and the fellow's like, well, what does MIT say about the shape of the Earth? And Flatzoid's like, oh, that doesn't matter. It's like, hold on, you use MIT as a good source of information, so why can't you believe him on that? And he didn't want to have it. That was quite a good one too. We all need extra string toilet paper. You never know. Yeah, I did that one with that, and then I did another one, but it was like 20 feet above sea level. Just standing up on the beach on a footpath by the massive river, which runs straight into the ocean. Like we're right there, and it showed the horizon was dipping below eye level. So All right, I'll check this out real quick, and after that, we need to call it here.
So Nathan Oakley has a book coming out. I bet you didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I've already seen this one. How long is this one here? 8 minutes. But check this out. Yeah, Ranty. I knew Oakley has a book coming out. I seen him talk. In fact, I had Oakley in my comments about 3 or 4 months ago, and I mentioned I can't wait to get a hold of his book because he'll make some good toilet paper for me after I've ripped it apart.
It's called Welcome to Flat Earth, and I feel that we need to get in front of it before it makes any waves. Not that it will do anyway, I'm pretty sure it won't do that well, but we do need to discuss it, and we do need to expose him before it comes out so that we can get...
Bro Sanchez did a review with Weird Seller versus Jaren. That'd be funny.
In front of this, so
that was a good one too. Freaking Jaren absolutely ripped freaking with it to shreds. We did it such a nice way.
Are tempted to buy his book, they can look on YouTube and they can see that.
Yeah, I haven't done. I haven't. Hold on here. Let me transition over.
There are already videos out there exposing the guy behind the book. So let's get into this. So in my last video, I actually got a bit of criticism about the way that I had written the email to Nathan Oakley. And I do feel that that was unjust, actually, because the reason I actually said as much as I said in that email...
Yeah, Andy, I watched this just the, when he released this. They're actually like the same day. I've been following Ranty. So I should be, yeah, I'm subscribed to him, yeah. What's that, man, Dan? I'm beyond excited. Yeah, I did actually, I commented on this as well.
Was so that all bases were covered. I didn't want him to come up with a fee that was unreasonable, but I also didn't want him to enter the arena without actually knowing what was going on.
Which
I was very clear about what...
Which it failed so hard, it was funny. I don't even know why Wit's even in the Flat Earth anymore, because nobody in Flat Earth respects him. And because he's still hung on to being a flurf, nobody in the Globe side respects him either. He's just an outcast.
I expected from him, and how many people he would be debating, etc. So all of that was laid out so that he could then formulate A, a plan, B, whether or not he actually wanted to take part in the debate, and C, to formulate an amount of money that he would want to appear on a show where you had so many debunkers out there, some really good debunkers too. I mean, we're talking about Craig.
Now we all know Oakley's not leaving his echo chamber. He says he wants money because he knows nobody's going to pay him money. And if somebody offers to pay him money, he'll demand more money. So until they say they're not going to pay him, that way he can say, everybody's scared to debate me, and I should be paid because I'm an expert.
Big FTFE, and we're also talking about MC Toon, and we know how much Nathan Oakley wants to avoid debating MC Toon. So he needed to know all of this. And also, you know, I mean, I got criticism for saying he is an expert, and it was a little tongue-in-cheek, but realistically, he sees himself as an expert, and by me quoting him as being an expert, I was literally telling him what he wanted to hear. So I don't feel I was wrong in anything that I did. I think the email was presented just right. Unfortunately, Nathan didn't respond too well to it. Let's have a read about what he said. So he said, "Too long, too boring, pay me £50 just to read the email." Well, I'm not paying him £50 just to read the email. It's literally 90 seconds of his time just to read through the criteria.
Oh. Oakley being fucking Oakley, just a vile POS he is. We're gonna sit this, you know, watch. Fucking LA. And Randy used to be friends with him, apparently.
Which you would expect to understand if you're going to try and come up with an amount of money you want for appearing on somebody else's platform. And bearing in mind, he actually has put out videos saying exactly that. Contact me at nathanoakley1980@aol.com for business opportunities, etc.
Number 2, you can pay me to come onto your show. Get in touch at nathanoakley1980@aol.com and we can arrange a fee for me to be on your show.
And this is a business opportunity for him. He will get money for appearing on the debate, and he will also know all the specifications. So he's not getting paid for that. He then continues with this line here, which I felt was totally inappropriate. But this kind of tells me that he really isn't interested in appearing on the debate at all. And it's no wonder, really. I used to host a debate platform, and it was very popular, more popular than his. And I was a flat earther at the time, but if a flat earther came in and they had an argument and it was not well researched and they didn't have evidence, I would hold their toes to the fire. And I would make no bones about it. And yes, the flat earthers, they didn't like that, but I was interested in the truth, and I was interested in giving a fair platform.
And that's why Ranty's no longer a flat earther.
And Nathan knows this. So if I was doing that as a flat earther, what would I do as a globe earther? So, he's not getting paid £50, and I'm just going to ignore that last part that he put because it's totally irrelevant. And the thing is, he has a book coming out. This is the big thing. This is why I wanted to bring him on the platform. And this is why I've made videos about him. I know he has a book coming out and it's called Welcome to Flat Earth. And this may do well initially because he has several thousand people that watch his shows now and again. And it's possible that he may get 50 or 60 people buying the book. Right. We need to get in front of that. We need to show the rest of the world who consider buying his book why they shouldn't. And by me inviting him time and again, putting his name out there, and now I'm even going to include the title of his book in this video so that people can return. He will not debate his position because he cannot prove it. He has no evidence for it whatsoever. So anything you may read in that book going forward, it's not going to be true.
FYI, I actually invited Oakley onto my stream. He popped up in my in the comments of my videos. In fact, I think it popped up in the comments of that video I just had on my on that I showed my observations from the tower, and I invited him to come on here and discuss it with me since he thinks that all observations I showed support the flat Earth. Even when I showed the flat Earth compared to the globe and showed the predictions and showed how it failed to work on flat Earth, but completely conformed and verified the globe, and he still claimed that, and then he yapped on and then ran away in the comments, and he's never come back. I know he does. I know he does. But I knew that. That's why I invited him to come on, because I knew he'd run away, and he did. And in fact, I actually tagged him into a couple of things. I did some other ones, and he's avoided them.
People like MC Toon have been trying to debate him for years. FTFE is waiting to debate him. Ruhif, who doesn't really debate, would gladly step up to the plate to debate him too.
In fact, I'm pretty sure. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure MC2. Oh no, FTFE has just put a short out inviting Oakley to come debate him.
And these were the people that I named in the email. He won't debate them because they have truth on the side, and Nathan has nothing but word salad. We can listen to what he actually says about the book in this little clip here, and trust me, it makes no sense.
We were just talking about the book. I'm hoping we can just carry on the conversation as though we haven't just gone live. We'll see how that goes on. We were talking about, I don't even know the guy's name. I've not read this book. I'm sure it's wonderful, or not, who cares. But
somebody that's coming out with a cheap freaking book, who cares what his name is?
That's normal.
There's some discount book that's coming out, and I'm like, okay, I've just got to say this now. The book that's being produced by me will not be cheap. It won't be discounted. It will be a price, and you'll buy it or you won't. That'll be it. Because it's a reference book, and it'll be priced like a reference book. And the amount of work that's gone into it means I can unashamedly say that is the price, take it or leave it. And is it good value? Absolutely, without question. I said this just before we started the live show. But at the end of reading Welcome to Flat Earth, that's the current working title for the book, you will be either lacking in comprehension of what you've just read, or a Flat Earth ninja at the end of reading it. You'll know each and every argument, inside out and back to front, to the point where you have the ability to overcome and defend all positions that are put to you in regards to a globe Earth, and rebut each and every position that you may have put to you from a globe Earth defender with the assertion that Earth is measured flat, in all regards. Examples of how Earth will be referenced as a flat plane to assert that you're on a ball are all contained with references and citations, self-contained within the book. So it's a heavily researched, heavily cited book to reference what flat Earth is.
Number 2, you can pay me to come onto your show. Get in touch at nathanoakley1980@aol.com and we can arrange a fee for me to be on your show.
So yes, you heard that right. If you don't understand it, you're the problem. If you don't understand my gish gallop, you're the problem. I'm going to write words that make no sense whatsoever, and if you don't understand it, you're the problem. Okay, well, we will be buying the book. It might be myself, it might be somebody else in the debunking community, but we will buy the book and we will put it out there for everybody to see. I'm sure people like Simon Dan, Craig FTFE.
Yeah, I depends on how much the book is, because I honestly don't want to I don't want to give Nathan Oakley the money. So I'll see if I can just find like somebody who's done a copy or review on it and just leave it at that. Or see if there's like some sort of PDF download I can get for free, or I'll just look and see there's a used bookshop. Maybe I'll find it there, whatever's left of it. That I doubt anybody around here would buy it anyways, but who knows? Imagine when one copy gets sold, and then I think then those like everybody goes use whoever sold it and debunks it or goes through it, then everybody goes use their video. At least I hope so. At least so only one person has to buy it, and you can all just use the same thing, just pass it around or something.
We'll have Rue here. We'll have myself. We'll have MC Toon. There will be Bob the Science Guy. There will be debunkers all over the place tearing this apart, and I'm here for it. So Nathan Oakley might get his wish to be the most famous flat earther in time.
DP, you get of course, yeah, you get paid now, don't you? Freaking Mr. 1,000 freaking subs. Must be nice.
But it won't be for any reason other than the fact that we're all laughing at him and pointing him out. So getting in front of this right now is what I'm doing, telling everybody that there is a book in the works. I'm sure you can't wait for that. It'll give us plenty of content anyway going forward, so if he doesn't want to appear on the debate, that's probably the reason. He's probably looking after himself, because if he comes on the show and gets exposed, which he will do, it will obviously destroy his book contract going forward, so he can't have that. He can't risk losing that by coming on my show and getting absolutely eviscerated by some of the best debunkers out there, and people, as I say, that have wanted to get to grips with Nathan for a very long time. So that's the update with Nathan. It doesn't appear that he's going to be coming on this show to debate. That's on him. He's missed out, so it's just what it is. I'll see you in the next one.
Wow, there you are. So yeah, well, Nathan Oakley would run away from the debate anyways. That was absolutely no shock. Now I've seen that one before. Thanks, Andy.
I think it's important to say
hold on here.
There aren't different rules of the game in the.
It's yeah, we don't need let's face popular right now. Okay, all right. Well, that's it for now. Yeah, I just checked out quick Mikey Smith there. This thought it was quite funny to kind of check that out. Him getting swilled by a bunch of teenagers and his sign stolen. Now we know that he got him back the next day, and the kid obviously apologized, and that was that. I don't know if anything came up of the fact of Mikey driving like an absolute loon, running stop signs, stuff like that. Who knows? But sometimes RCMP can be a bit more, small town RCMP. They don't want to deal with it, paperwork, shit like that. But yeah. As for Dell, that was funny as fuck, and you can tell just how low IQ he really is. I mean, it looks like the guy knows what he's doing out in the gym, so it looks like he can, or he's, who knows? I'm not gonna see he's on gear, but yeah. But it is what it is. He's obviously a very angry man, so I mean, maybe there's some validity to that. Apparently, just allegedly, perhaps he's on some gear. See here and there, but yeah, definitely he has no idea what he's talking about when it comes to physics. And that fucking little board spinning with a bottle, that was so stupid. It's like, do you know which ways go? I was thinking, well, it looks like he's just got it on sitting on the side. He's just turning the bottle around, and he backed off, and that's what it was. It was like, yeah, okay, that's fucking obvious. I mean, that was. Listen, I thought he was gonna have something more clever than just a fucking piece of board, vice on it, like standing, vertical and spinning and turning it around. And it's like, which way is gravity pulling that water? Always to the fucking bottom, dumbass. But whatever. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that, though, folks. Yeah, I need to call it. It's late, and I need to go to bed. But it is gonna be a cover ass. Yes, of course, Andy. allegedly. It works for Kitty Hopkins. It works for me. All right, well, that's it, people. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate everything. Don't forget to hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the like if you like this. Comment down below on the video. Share it out to your friends, family, neighbors, people across the street, people at work. Share it to your enemies, whatever. If you got a local flirf, show them my videos, right? Let them come on. Let's have a little chat. I could be a nice guy. I won't be a Craig McNeil. I won't shout at them and call them all sorts of names. Unless they start calling me names, then I'm gonna, then we'll release the beast. But I don't really want to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there for now because it's past midnight. I need to go to bed. But yeah, remember, people, let's stay in reality. Let's stay with the truth, facts, logic, empirical evidence. Earth's a globe. Space is real, and flat Earth is nothing but a fallacious fantasy of delusional people who have very low IQs. But despite what it is, let's just stay curious. Thanks for watching. See you again.
NASA lies, yeah, that's what I say. Don't have proof or facts in any way. I claim the moon's made of plasma, a place no one can go. The Apollo program's a scam, I can't back it up though. They talk about the ISS is floating in space. You ask me in a pool, I'd say is the case. Satelloons in the sky held up by helium balloons. But bro, that's just a lie, cause that's what all bitches do. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in no way, I hate MC2 when he shows me proof. The firmament is real, a dome up above, but I'll never prove it, so lost that I'm dumb. I know the world is flat, trust your sense of sight. Saying gravity's just a theory is why I'm up at night. NASA is phony like a show or movie, fake like some stage. Truman Show, child's play, it's just but suck at this game. Because I'm just a dick with only my stupid self to blame. But I'm so fucking sure that the earth is flat, based on how I feel with my pop of flair. Swear my blind faith is what keeps it real. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in no way, I hate MC2 when he shows me proof. Asking the wrong questions, my beliefs are all faith-based. I can't see the fucking answers right in front of my face. Stanley Kubrick is mentioned every single goddamn time. Somehow he filmed it without nobody dropping a dime. The firmament is a dome, it keeps water in the sky. But when you ask me to prove it, I can't know why. NASA in Hebrew, it means to lie or deceive. My flurf priest told me and blindly I believe. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in no way, I hate MC2 when he shows me proof. Spreading misinformation and lies willfully, so proud. Like Nathan Thompson yelling at strangers so loud. NASA's lies, people, space is fake and Earth isn't round. Oh shit, the fathers and husbands stop me into the ground. Asking the wrong questions, my beliefs are all faith-based. I can't see the fucking answers right in front of my face. Stanley Kubrick is mentioned every single goddamn time. Somehow he filmed it without nobody dropping a dime. The firmament is a dome, it keeps water in the sky. But when you ask me to prove it, I can't. Why? NASA in Hebrew, it means to lie or deceive. My flirt priest told me, and blindly I believe. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in the way I hate MC2 when he shows me proof. Spreading misinformation and lies willfully so proud. Like Pt.17 yelling at strangers so loud. NASA's lies, people's space is fake and Earth isn't loud. Oh shit, the fathers and husbands stop me into the crowd.